Hello, my beautiful collective. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dee. If you're returning, welcome back. Glad to have you back. This will be a general collective message. All my readings are timeless. It could be past, present, or future. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Do not try to force the story to fit your narrative. If you feel called to book a personal reading with me, all that information is in the description box below. Okay, I know I've been MIA. August is always a very busy month for me. I live in the South, in America, and school just started. My little fire sign, his birthday is in August, and I was traveling and I was sick. It was just a lot. But I'm glad to be back. My schedule is still going to be a little wonky, so readings are going to be a little inconsistent in the usual schedule, but just bear with me. I will be back to regular schedule soon. But let's talk about some channels that I got while I was meditating today. So the 13th chakra, which I believe is the stellar chakra, could be important. It connects you to intergalactic energy, but it also connects you to your heart space. So heart chakra could be a thing for you too. I was getting throat chakra because it feels like a lot of you guys are going to have a really important conversation. This Mercury retrograde at the time of this reading could have been very pivotal for you. I'm just getting a lot of blocked throat chakra, like you maybe not speaking up for yourself before. I just feel like a very important conversation is going to happen, about to happen. I feel like your ancestors have been speaking through, like, you know, synchronicities and signs in 3D, but like if you have kids, speaking through your kids, your animals, small interactions that you're having with people in the 3D. I feel like they're giving you a heads up about this conversation. It's giving like someone that you haven't talked to in years, someone that you might have dated, serious relationship, an old friendship, even family members that you haven't talked to. Like it ended on a really intense conversation and felt like a lot of things were left unsaid. And I feel like either that energy is coming back around, you're going through a similar situation, or that energy, that person is going to come back around. But we'll see where the reading leads us today, okay? So let's get into it. This reading for the collective. Please give me the energy surrounding the collective spirit. Thank you. So we have lust, number 24. So for me, that's like mild devil energy when that card comes out. It's like Seven of Swords energy almost. We have oath, number 49, and what did I say? Message, number 45. I think you guys are going to have some type of conversation if you haven't already. Look at that, love. I kind of felt like this would turn into a love reading, but love could be romantic or platonic. Thank you. Then we have chaos, number 9. I feel like it's going to like send you on a loop, because I don't think that you are expecting to talk to whoever this is. Fragment, yeah, it feels like one small piece, like one small part of this contract needed to happen for it to just close out and you be done with whoever this energy is. Okay. Please give me clear honest messages for the collective's highest good spirit. Thank you. Look at that. The Two of Cups reverse. The Nine of Cups, and it flipped upright because it was in the reverse in the deck. The Hierophant, Taurus energy, and a challenge. The Ace of Cups, intense already. A lot of water. You could have heavy Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in your chart. The Queen of Cups reverse. Really speak from your heart space is what I'm getting. Like when I look at that Ace of Cups and the Hierophant, like be very truthful. Look at that. The Emperor in the reverse could have heavy Aries in your chart. Be dealing with one. So heavy energy on Taurus and Aries right now. Speak from your heart. Speak your truth. Because it feels like whatever you went through with this energy, it's all about what you were learning. Okay, like what the importance of the soul contract was. And for my personal, I kept thinking about like what my with my twin flame, and I'm thinking about the conversation we had, which was during Mercury retrograde when we back in 2021, we were sitting in the park and we were going into separation, and I'm thinking that we're going to fix everything, and I'm sitting in that park with him, and he's not saying anything, he's not being clear, he's not being honest, he's not being truthful with me, and I could see through it, and I feel like you saw through whatever this energy was saying to you before, right? That's the energy that I'm getting. It feels like you could see the bull, like through the bull, like through the BS. Like when you were sitting there having that conversation with this person and you're asking them to be honest with you, you're asking them to be truthful with you because you know what you feel, you know what you see, you know, like there might have been a blind spot because if this was a romantic relationship, you probably have rose-colored glasses on, but you know what you felt was authentic. Even if they couldn't comprehend it or understand it at the time, you knew that a part of them was lying to you. And I feel like if this is a person of your past, yeah, the Eight of Swords, everything's going to be cleared. I feel like everything's going to be out in the open. I feel like you're going to finally say what you need to say from this person, or you're going to hear something that you've always known in this situation. Like you told them, like maybe you sent them a long text message and said, I don't want you to regret this in the future. Because I said that to him. And it could be coming back to them, especially during this Mercury retrograde, like at the time of this reading. Yeah, it feels like, say you are more spiritual than this person. It feels like you were trying so hard to fight, like to get them to see that where they were coming from was their ego, with the Emperor and the Queen of Wands in the reverse. It was like you were fighting for them to view it from a different perspective with the Hangman Pisces energy, but they just couldn't see it. And I feel like there was a huge disappointment for you. Yeah. And it was like, okay, well now I have to close this chapter because they don't understand and they don't see my point of view. And you can't force somebody to see you or understand you at all. I keep thinking about like certain situations in my twin flame journey that are connecting here, and you could be going through this with your twin flame. It is Mercury retrograde. Your twin could have come back, but not in the best of energy. Like you see that they're still an imbalanced emperor. If they're in the masculine energy, you can still see that they're not ready. It could be that type of energy. But I think you're seeing through something. I remember when I first got into tarot, I got into tarot for like selfish reasons, to just like spy on my twin and just pull cards on it. And I used to pull, like, we were still friends, we were still talking, and I used to pull cards for him and subtly say like, you dumbass, you made a mistake. Like, I was a baby tarot reader. I was still very much in my ego. I was still very much hurt, but it's giving like that type of energy, like trying to force them to see at the time. And I feel like, of course, you've grown in your spirituality, you've grown as a person, so you wouldn't do that anymore. But it's just like, I feel like you knew the truth back then. You're very intuitive, you're very spiritual, you're very high frequency. Even if you were more high frequency than that person, you were more connected than that person, and you saw through the bull, like you saw through what they were saying to you. And it's coming back around. It's coming back around. That's the energy I feel. Whether it's with this person or a similar energy, it's giving you the chance to speak up in a way that you probably didn't, or just you knowing the truth and this person saying, okay, all right, you got me, or you caught me, you know, just like to help let you know that you are very intuitive in some way. Okay. Enough of the channeled, because all of that was completely channeled. Spirit, please clarify the Queen of Cups reverse in the theme. The Devil, Capricorn energy. Thank you, Spirit. Three of Cups. Justice, Libra energy. Justice. This is something that you let go of. It feels like you disconnected from it. You knew that it was a karmic cycle that you had to learn from. You knew that it was just, like I said, exhausting to hold on to with the Knight of Wands. You fought hard for it, but now it was just like, it was an exhausting situation. You knew you weren't getting the love back that you deserved, so you detached completely. I'm not getting like lying off of this Seven of Swords. I'm getting like protecting yourself, and I don't usually get that off the Seven of Swords. Like, I hate the Seven of Swords. It feels like the energy of, once you finally have released this, yeah, the Two of Cups, once you've finally gotten over this, they try to come back with some type of offer, and now you have your swords up to them, because before they weren't ready for a stable connection. They were willing to release you and let ego get in the way, and now it's like, I feel like they're trying to come back. Yeah, after being in the dark so long, after overthinking this for so long, you're kind of just like, why now? Yeah, because they need to be honest with you about something. They need to get something off their chest, something that they never told you. Literally. And that's usually how it goes. So this could be a twin flame connection, since I'm picking up so much on my twin flame connection for this reading, to like help you guys connect the dots. This could be that type of situation, but it just could be a very deep soulmate for you, a very deep soul lesson for you as well. Because I'm feeling like half of it is platonic and half of it is like romantic. I don't think it's all the way romantic. But I do feel like you have your sword up to them. I feel like you're very much in the King or Queen of Swords energy, even if you don't have like a lot of air in your chart. I feel like you're very much in tune, clear-minded, and you're like, you've hurt me before, so I'm not going to let you hurt me again. I feel like you've detached and you moved on and you learned the soul lesson, and you're not like worried about it anymore. And the current energy, we got the Two of Cups reversed. Spirit, please clarify that for me. Something flip. Yes. Judgment in the reverse. The Star, Aquarius energy. The Ten of Swords. Ten of Cups reverse. The King of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the Hermit, Virgo energy, the Empress, more Taurus energy, Two of Wands, Nine of Swords, the Eight of Swords. Even though this is the current energy, this feels like the energy surrounding you, and this is the energy surrounding you. I feel like this energy has always had strong feelings for you and hid them. And they tried to work really hard to continue to hide them. And now they're trying to figure out how to move forward towards you. They know that they couldn't give to you or have growth with you, and it feels like they're trying to work on not isolating themselves. They're trying to work through having an imbalanced Empress energy, Divine Feminine. Yeah, they're healing, especially with the Four of Swords and the Star. They want to heal this with you. It feels like with Judgment in the verse, like they want to spin the block back to you and be like, I know I couldn't give you your Ten of Pentacles before, but I want to heal this. Especially with the Star, it feels like they see you as destiny. But we have the Emperor and the Empress reversed. There's still some imbalanced energy here, and I think, like I said, I think you see through that, especially with Justice in the reverse. They still have a lot of balancing out they need to do. But I feel like since the Two of Cups, since you guys had this break, and I feel like this is a long time coming, it could have been years. They want to find a way to fix whatever this is. And I feel like it's so unexpected for you. Like, I feel like you haven't thought about this energy, or you finally have went through a period of like getting out of limerence or not thinking about them. And then all of a sudden it just comes back. And like I said, we're still in Mercury retrograde. I don't even know when Mercury retrograde ends at the time of this reading. I know we're in it right now. And why do I feel like on the last day of the retrograde, this is going to happen for you? I don't know. That's just like a feeling. And the energy surrounding, we have the Nine of Cups. Spirit, please clarify that for me. Whoa, that was quick. The Three of Swords flipped upright. The Four of Wands. Whoa. The King of Wands. Look at that, the Emperor in the reverse again, heavy on the Aries. The Seven of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the King of Pentacles, Strength, Leo energy, and the Five of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles. You know what I'm getting? And I'm an intuitive reader. So like I said, this felt like the energy surrounding, but this feels like the energy surrounding them. Like this is the energy surrounding for them and how they feel about you. And this feels like the energy surrounding about them, like what you don't see in the 3D. And remember, if you've been watching my channel, I've been saying this for like a year. That someone made a commitment to something, moving in, getting engaged, getting married, moving across the country, something very strongly committed, especially with that Four of Wands. And it was a karmic relationship. Imbalanced masculine energy heavy. At first they thought this was their happiness. They thought it was everything. They thought it opened up their heart, because you see like it has like a burst of energy in her heart chakra right there, and it just caused them pain because it was a soul lesson. They weren't supposed to commit to this. They were living in an illusion, thinking it was stable, thinking it was everything, thinking that was their Empress, because the Empress is in the Strength card, but also thinking that their heart was open. In reality, it was a disappointment. There wasn't enough love, there wasn't enough stability. It was just a page. It was imbalanced energy everywhere. Yeah, it was supposed to be a learning experience. We saw the Page of Wands, we saw the Page of Cups, and we saw the Page of Pentacles. It was a learning experience, learning how to love, learning how to grow, learning how to see those synchronicities from spirit. And instead of learning that lesson, they deeply committed to this, and it's hurting them. And I just feel like because they deeply committed to it, because at some point it was their happily ever after, it was their happiness, it wasn't the Ten of Cups though. They are living in some type of illusion. I feel like the moon might come out at some point. They thought their heart was open. They thought they were doing the right thing. They thought they were fighting for what was right, but they didn't realize how imbalanced it was. It feels like a very impulsive situation to me. And I feel like that's why they're coming back to you, because whatever you had with this person was very authentic, was really real, was a lot of happiness. And they chickened out and they got cold feet and they dipped and they were like, I can't do this. But deep down inside, they always had so much love for you. Deep down, they knew that you were it. And now it feels like I missed my opportunity with the collective. I missed my opportunity with the person that I knew I had all these strong feelings for, and I never acted on it. I told them I didn't want them, and it feels like a lot of regret. Whatever situation they are in now is very heartbreaking for them, but they feel like because they committed to it, they are okay with like living in some type of illusion, at least at this moment, because I do still feel like they're going to try to reach out to you guys. I don't know if it's going to be sometime soon, because it feels like they're still figuring stuff out. They're still figuring out how they still feel about you, how they buried those feelings deep down. I wasn't expecting this to turn into to this. Like when I said that it was going to be like an important conversation, yeah, they're trying to figure out how to get the wheel to turn in their favor. They might be looking for an out. This is crazy how this reading like turned out about this person, but you might have had an inkling or a feeling about this. And that might be why the reading went this way. And the challenge, we have the Hierophant, Taurus energy. Spirit, please clarify that for me. The Nine of Swords reverse. The Queen of Wands. The Seven of Pentacles. The Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy, and the Knight of Pentacles. The Five of Cups, the Chariot, Cancer energy. Look at that. The Hierophant, clarifying the Hierophant. The Ace of Swords, the Hierophant, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Hangman, Pisces energy. Connect deeply to source, your higher power, your higher self. Because the reason that this is happening is because this is showing your soul growth and how deeply connected you've become since you've had your first encounter with this person. So I feel like it's going to be a shock. I know I don't have the tower out here, but it feels like but remember how much you've grown, how you've become that master manifester. You've learned and you've grown. Spirit is saying that this conversation, whatever, has been a long time coming, because there was an aspect of both of your egos here that needed to be balanced. We're always going to have an ego, but there's a difference between living in balanced ego and imbalanced ego. And this situation helped you let go of some type of fear, some type of anxiety moving forward. You learn a major lesson from this. And it feels like this energy is still in the process of learning whatever you taught them when you were together. Whether, like I said, whether it's romantic or platonic or a family member, whatever you said to them at the time is really hitting them hard during this retrograde. They're remembering, they're probably even dreaming. But Spirit is saying, remember what you've learned. Remember how deeply connected you've become, because it's going to play a huge part. Remember your healing, okay? Because at one point you weren't moving. Spirit is saying you have truth because you're connected, okay? And there may have been like a small delay and a huge manifestation for you. So once you have this conversation, I feel like that delay will be lifted. But make a very clear decision on how you want to handle it. Don't get stuck. I know it might be a little shocking, especially if you haven't heard from this energy in like years. But stand your ground and remember your purpose. Remember your truth and speak it very, very loud. Okay? Remember everything you learned on your spiritual healing journey to this point, because it's going to help you maneuver through this conversation. And the potential, we have the Ace of Cups. Spirit, please clarify that for me. The Knight of Swords. The Two of Wands. The Empress. The Moon, it came out. Cancer, Pisces. The Chariot, the Queen of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles. The Hermit, the Page of Swords, and the King of Cups. The Three of Wands. Like I was saying, take your time with this. I feel like it's going to feel rushed at first because you weren't expecting it with the Knight of Swords in reverse. Take your time. Take your time. Like I said, this person is still working through learning how to nurture and not living in illusion anymore. This person is still balancing their feminine and masculine energy. Whatever you said, whatever you did is helping them open up their heart, helping them open up their emotions, because you are open right now. I feel like your heart chakra is finally open after letting this go. And for some reason, whatever it is in a soul contract, you have to help this person. They're learning to be more open, because the King of Cups, he has balanced energy, he has balanced emotions, but he hides them. You're teaching this person how to work on that. The Eight of Pentacles is right behind them. You're teaching this person how to grow, to no longer isolate and be in that standstill energy that you were in, and probably while you were in this connection with them. It's a mirroring energy, okay? But you're teaching this person how to get out of an illusion and learning how to grow, but don't let them fast talk you. Take your time. Don't let them just like bombard you with like, I missed you and da 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 and this and this and that. Yeah, take your time. Take deep breaths. Okay? Because there was abandonment here. There was so much hurt here. And I feel like everything just needs to be out in the open. I feel like your mind is gonna reel, but you'll know. I just feel like Spirit has just given you the biggest heads up on this and how to really deal with it. And really, this reading was to help you have a better perspective of this energy and how you deal with it. Okay? But this person is learning through you. And they always have been. It's just they were more behind than you. And the divine masculine usually is behind the divine feminine. However you resonate. Or you could be an enlightened DM and they could be not so enlightened divine feminine. Advice for the collective, Spirit. Advice. I just feel like Spirit wanted you to know something. Like really be in this person's head a little bit. Okay. 7 of Wands, Ace of Cups again. The 7 of Swords. The 9 of Wands, the High Priestess, Pisces energy. The 5 of Pentacles, the Moon, the Page of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the 7 of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands, Justice. Yeah, Spirit is bringing balance to this connection since the disconnect. Don't let this person... Remember I said in the beginning of the reading where I was like, they lied to you about how they felt, saying they didn't want to be your friend, saying they didn't want to be in a relationship, da-da-da-da-da. You know the truth. Even if they have this conversation with you and they're still like sugarcoating or like are not completely being honest with you, giving you a bit of breadcrumbs, you know how they felt about you. They wanted it all with you at one point in time. And I feel like they still do. Trust your intuition on this. Because you have the High Priestess and the Moon, which is heavy on the Pisces energy. Everything is out in the open. Everything is clear. Okay? And also set those boundaries with this energy. Because I feel like for some of you, it's going to be the same old mess with this person. And you're going to see it for what it is. And it's going to help you be balanced. I don't know if there will be a reconciliation. I'm not feeling that because we have the 2 of Cups in reverse quite a bit here. I just feel like they're going to try to rush through the conversation because they're still uncomfortable and you're not supposed to do that. You can't ignore healing. You can't ignore destiny. I think this is really about talking about the abandonment wound. It feels like Trigger City over here. Really Trigger City. You know the truth. You're going to speak the truth. You're going to be very clear-headed. You're going to be very much in that High Priestess energy. You're going to be so in tuned. Your heart is wide open here. And you're going to come at them with love, with nurture, with care, but you're also going to keep that boundary up with the 7 of Wands. 7s could be significant for you. But the illusion is going to be taken away. They might even realize that they have a deep abandonment wound for how they treated you. And how tough this was. Something about the 7 of Swords is like the truth is going to be revealed. I know it's not in the reverse, but I just feel that. Like I'm not getting the usual energy I get from the 7 of Swords. Whatever they told you is going to be all the way out in the open, and I feel like you're just going to be like, I knew. I always knew. Deep down in your soul, you always knew that you're going to protect yourself. You know how to now in a way that you didn't know in the past. Okay? So you're going to know, and you're going to be honest about this in the healthiest way possible. Alright, I'm about to get into Oracle, so if you're not a fan of Oracles, I will see you in the next reading, okay? Advice for the collective. Advice. Thank you. And look at that. I had a feeling that this card was going to come out. I had the hugest feeling, but I didn't say it. Look, I'm sorry. Defenselessness, defenselessness, riding past wrongs, uprooting, and then we have inner earth. You'll survive this, new solutions and beginnings. You could have had dreams of like going through portals with this person. I had a dream like that once. I was jumping through portals, and in the dream, my twin was disguised as someone else, but I knew it was him. I felt his energy, and that could be something for you too. I knew I'm sorry was going to pop out because I feel like this person is sorry for how they treated you. I feel like this person is sorry for not choosing you or choosing you over something else or not fighting for you when they know how real it felt to be with you. Like, crazy work what people do when they're afraid, but it's all a part of the soul contract. It's all a part of the lessons. So, and these cards are back to back in this book. I'm sorry and Inner Earth. They're right next to each other. I love when it synchronizes like that. So we have 78 and 80. Those could be important numbers for you. Inner Earth fell out first. I'm going to read that first. Inner Earth is believed to be a hidden subterranean world within the planet itself. Many ancient cultures mention it in their stories. It's said that some of the beings of ancient lost lands, such as Lemuria, Atlantis, and I never know how to say that one, I'm sorry, went there. Hindu and Celtic lore mention caves and entrances to underground worlds. Tibetan Buddhism refers to the secret mystical city Shambhala, which is thought to be located in the Himalayas. Many have searched for inner earth in their physical world, but without success. So the mystery continues. Is it a place that exists in the physical or another level of consciousness? There are solutions beyond what you can perceive. Surprising outcomes to your problems and situations. Resolutions that are in the best interest of all involved. If you find yourself facing an obstacle or feeling stuck and have no idea what to do, you're being reassured that there is a way out. You'll survive this and things will work out. If you're stuck in a rut, do something to shake up the energy and shift your thinking. Try something you wouldn't normally do. Soon you'll see the new world of solutions are available. Things that were previously beyond your focus will present themselves. Helpful people, signs from the universe, and support in both expected and unexpected ways are on their way to you. But first you need to do something different to shift your focus so you can receive them. What can you do to shift your energy or your outlook? And I feel like we did see the Hangman. So this is about your change of perspective. You have to remember that you are in a higher frequency than the first time you dealt with this energy. So you have to deal with it accordingly. You have to change your outlook on this situation. You can't go back to how you were before. And I've said this before in many readings. You are at a different level. Your thought process is different. Your soul is different. Your views and moral values are different than what they were before. So you have to handle it in that energy. Don't revert back. Don't get in this imbalance, feminine and masculine energy. Don't match their frequency because you're higher than that. Okay, so always remember that. And I feel like you're going to get that Ace of Cups. You're going to get that new emotional beginning. It might not even be with this energy. It could. You could start over, but I wasn't feeling that. I was just feeling that the chapter is going to close after you have this conversation, after you hear this, because I feel like this was something that you always needed to hear because it was always at the back of your mind. It was always something that like was an inkling for you. And sometimes, you know, we don't always get the closure that we want, but I feel like you will get the closure that you want in this situation that you always thought about. Okay, so I'm sorry. We're living in divisive times. When we're hurt and triggered, we tend to see things as a personal attack rather than an opportunity for healing. If we're to find truth, peace, and unity, we need to drop our defenses and see things outside of right and wrong. As souls, we intrinsically remember unity and yearn for it here on earth. Perhaps this is why it feels so painful when we experience the opposite. But it is critical to remember that we can't simply bypass reality and pretend that unity, love, and forgiveness are here. This is one of the greatest challenges of a starseed. To bring about unity, we must first acknowledge the ways in both we and the world have been divisive. The shadows, hate, wounds, separation, severing, wrongs, and sadness. You may be called to explore how you, your ancestors, or your society have consciously or unconsciously inflicted pain on others. To find a way to drop the armor around your heart and see things as they truly are for all people. To say I'm sorry with an open heart and mean it. To be a part of the healing rather than the I don't even know, of inherited conflict or oppression. I feel like I know that word, but right now I just can't. This isn't about blame. It's about unwinding the pattern that got us here. You may be called to devote your time to causes you believe in or do healing work on your ancestral line. How are you being called to drop your defenses and unwind past wrongs? And some of you might be saying sorry to somebody. The roles could be reversed here because I'm kind of picking up on that energy. That some of you may be doing the apologizing, like you run into this person and you always wanted to say this to them, is a little bit of what I'm picking up on as I read that oracle. Because you could have been the one that was really hurt. You might have even blacked out a little bit and not even remember what you said. And then like after it happened, you remembered and you always regretted it and you never was able to apologize to this person. Maybe they like blocked you or something. That could be either way. Like it could be them or it could be you. But for some of you, it's you collective that wants to say I'm sorry. That you were in a very imbalanced place in your life at the time. Advice for the collective. Thank you. Believe in the impossible. Confidence is your key to success. Emotions are running high. You and your loved ones are safe. Cancer energy. Feeling like this happened in Cancer season at some point, or Pisces season, or Taurus season. Like it's going to be different for all of you, but like Taurus, Pisces, and I feel like Aries and Leo were very strong today, and you guys could have been going through that, or it could have just been those seasons where you felt it the most. Prosperity lies ahead. Oh, sorry about that. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus, and you are very close to achieving your goals. Hold your vision. Give me 1 second. Okay. Advice for the collective. Getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other. Your bond deepens. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Look at that. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic interests. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. Past life relationship. You have known each other before. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. I feel like you two might have had a lot of different views. One of you might have had kids or a child. But you have spent many lifetimes with this energy, whether, like I said, whether it's romantic or platonic, because I'm getting a bit of both. But I feel like this soul contract is on its way out. Like it's for some of you. I think you're going to close the door on this. For others of you, it could be a reconciliation for some of you, and you're getting to know each other and it's feeling fresh and it feels new. But I feel like a lot of you are going to close the door on this. I think a lot of you are going to disconnect from this person and find new love, and it could be a past life. I feel like for a lot of you, you've been through many lifetimes with this person. Like I said, it could be very much twin flame. I don't have my other love oracle cards out here because I wasn't expecting the reading to go this way. I knew it was going to be an important conversation, but I didn't think it was going to be like romantic, you know, and I don't think it's going to be romantic for all of you, but for a good number of you it is. Some of you, after you deal with this, you're going to get like a past life love, someone that you probably haven't met yet in this lifetime. For others of you, you're going to rekindle with this person. It's like a little bit of mixture with both. And whoever this new soulmate is for you guys, you're not going to see eye to eye. And for others of you, it's the same situation with this person who's coming back into your life. You didn't see eye to eye before at first. Maybe you were more spiritual and they were more logical, and now they see it from your point of view because they probably had a lot of experiences since you guys separated that were very much like in like synchronicities and getting messages from the divine and stuff that they weren't expecting. Maybe even experiencing some things that you said that you went through. But for a lot of you, it's going to be like renewing this love because of how many like past lives you had with them. And for others of you, you're welcoming in new love with a past life deep soulmate. Advice for the collective. We have nothing has gone wrong, number 7, and then we have soul writing on the bottom. This is a, look, soul mating. Everything was supposed to happen how it happened. It was written in the soul contract. Okay? Yeah. Just really listen to your higher self. You're doing everything right. Everything happened how it was supposed to happen. Nothing was supposed to be different. You were supposed to go through this. You were supposed to have this conversation with this person. Everything is going how it's supposed to go. Okay? You might feel like it's super out of tune and super out of whack. Like, why is this all of a sudden happening? It was just a part of the soul contract that you wrote for this lifetime. Advice for the collective. You. I am present. Light body activation, accessing the divine within. And then look on the bottom, temple of truth. Oop. And it says, it's flying everywhere, but we are in Leo season, so. It says throat chakra, authenticity, self-expression. What did I say in the beginning of the reading? You had a blocked throat chakra for a very long time, and now it's time for you to live and speak in your truth about whatever this is. If there was things that you wish you said to this person at the time and you didn't say because you sugarcoated it, or you didn't want to fight, you just wanted everything to be like, you wanted there to be a reconciliation one day, so you kept it light and you couldn't express yourself completely as you wanted to. Now is the chance. Now is the time to really speak your truth to this person and them speak their truth to you. It feels very much like throat chakra was blocked on both ends. Even though deep down inside, the both of you knew the truth, you didn't say what you wanted to say. I'm thinking of Steve Love Tarot, if you do watch his channel, where he always says that one song, Say What You Need to Say. I can't remember. I think it's John Mayer. He always talks about how he hates that song. That's the energy I'm getting. Like, say what you need to say. Say what you always wanted to say to this person. I feel like I'm supposed to read both of those, so I will. So I am present is 94. And Temple of Truth is 153. Those numbers could be significant to you in some way. August 4th could, I mean not August 4th, well I said it, so August 4th could have been significant, but also September 4th could be significant. Something like could have been happening because those are literally a month apart, right? Okay, so I am present. You are experiencing a great shift, which is helping you understand yourself in ways that were previously impossible. This is an exciting time. You're connecting with the highest form of intelligence within you. The body of light within you is growing brighter, and you are becoming aware of how your actions and choices affect the unfolding of your future. The bright light you are is expressing itself unapologetically. Okay, Temple of Truth. When you are brought to this space, you are being reminded of the importance of your identity and your self-expression in this lifetime. Acknowledging who you are, who you have been, and who you are becoming is so important for the unfoldment of your path. There's an old story that the truth hurts. This gateway reminds you that in fact the truth heals. Your truth is your truth, and it's important for you to honor it with every facet of your being. This isn't the first incarnation in which you have felt the importance of honesty and authenticity, but it may be the first in which you have been full freedom of your expression, which you have had full freedom of your expression. This gateway coming to you today is a message that there is something buried deep inside you that you haven't expressed, and this is causing energetic blockages on your ever unfolding path. It is a time to love yourself enough to honor the feelings that are raising up in you, for they are divine guidance that will bring you into greater alignment. I'm telling you, there's something that you've always had to say, needed to say, and so has this person. And I feel like now was the time to either, I just feel like renewing the contract or closing the contract for some of you. It's very divided for me right now with that. Because I feel like a lot of you are closing out this contract with this person, but some of you are renewing this contract. And it just depends. I will only know like if I did a personal reading for you, but trust when it to come out. But yeah. Advice for the collective. Advice. So we have Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Honesty. I can't always accept the truth from others, but I can always accept the truth for myself. I'm telling you, you have to be very authentic in this situation. Put everything out on the table. Worry. I'm learning that worry doesn't change the outcome, and regret. I know that I cannot change the past. I feel like that's this person. And look, trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Hold on. I'm trying to get this out of my way. Move. Thank you. And then we have guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my growth. I feel like that's them. I feel like they're very worried, and I feel like unconsciously they're trying to trust the divine. Yeah, they feel like they failed you. They really do. And they're hoping that you will have patience with them as well. And I think both of you are going to try to find trust and honesty in this, whether you're closing the chapter on this person or giving them another chance. Like I said, for a lot of you, I'm seeing you closing the door. Advice for the collective. We have Y, number 31 in the reverse, and then we have higher power in the reverse on the bottom. Trust those synchronicities, trust those signs. Like I said, you had the Hierophant in your challenge. Trust what the divine has helped you learn. Okay, so Y in the reverse. Sometimes subconsciously denying the truth may drive you towards a specific outcome that actually aligns with an intention hidden from your awareness. For example, you may want to be prominent in your profession, but your desire is not really about sharing your talent, but about making yourself feel better, because fame will cause people to admire and approve of you. Or you may want to reunite with a partner who rejected you because you believe that your love continues to be strong, but deep down, what you really desire is to have the last word with that person. Now is a time for deep soul searching of the why that drives your choices. What you uncover will set you free and bring you even closer to the happiness you seek. For some of you, what I get from that is this is energetic. So you know how readers will tell you, oh, that person is coming back and they're apologetic and da-da-da-da-da. A lot of the times it's energetic, especially if you're in a twin flame dynamic. You're going to feel the energy way more and way intensely than the actual 3D person coming to you and saying, I'm sorry. So for a lot of you, it's going to be very energetic. It's going to probably be dreams. It's going to be you feeling their energy, you probably smelling their cologne or like something like that. And you have to ask yourself, why is this coming back up in this type of way? And just close that chapter on your own. Because that's one of the things I hate, like, about tarot readers. Like, when they tell you somebody's going to come back, they never tell you that it's going to be their energy and not the physical 3D person. So y'all will comment, oh, they never came back, or this never happened, but I thought about them all day. That's how they came back to you. You thought about them, you dreamt about them, you probably saw their car all day or something like that, or their name or something that they said to you. That's how they come back to you. It's not always the 3D person. A lot of the time it's just energy. So always remember that when you hear readers say that, just always remember that. Advice for the collective. Have to get more information. Okay, nothing flipped. Opportunity. Have a yes. So if you had a yes or no question on your mind, Spirit is saying yes. Meditation brings answers and reconsider. A year from now. And then we have yes again, so that's just extra clarification. And on the bottom we have unlikely. Okay, usually when that happens, I always want to pull a card. Spirit, why is yes here twice? Why is yes here twice? I usually do it when it says yes and no, but Temperance in the reverse, Sagittarius energy, the Knight of Wands, the Five of Cups, the Tower reverse, Scorpio energy, the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Wands. I feel like the question, like you might have asked, is should you really let this go? The answer is yes. You have something more stable coming in, something more passionate that is growing. This is an imbalance. It's quick energy. There's still some healing that needs to be done. Still very much egotistical. So if you're saying yes, you need to let it go. Spirit is saying yes because you have a better opportunity. You have more love to give, and there's no growth in the situation. There's no stability in the situation. Yeah, there's imbalance. Someone's balanced and then someone's not. And then the King, Queen of Wands are the first like queens, the first like divine couple. They're not like the master divine couple outside of the Emperor and the Empress, and then the Hierophant and the High Priestess. It's the King and Queen of Pentacles. And so this is very still low frequency, whatever this is. It's a lot of passion, but there's not a lot of stability. So if you were asking if you need to let some go, yes, it's too heavy on your soul. There's still some healing that needs to be done. There's still an imbalance and there's something better. Or it could just be something that fizzles out really quickly. Because the wands are also about sexual energy. This could just be a sexual thing. There's no real stability with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So if you were saying, should I let this go? Double confirmation, yes, you should. Whatever it is. Affirmation of advice. Thank you for all your messages today, Spirit. I will measure today by how fully present I am. Honoring my boundaries is not selfish. I am the guardian of my happiness. Alright, collective, I hope that this helped. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate every single one of you for being here and making it to the end of this reading. Like I said in the beginning, if you feel called to book a personal with me, all the information is in the description box below. You guys stay safe, you guys stay blessed, and I will see you in the next reading.